See, I want to tell you one thing.
Yeah.
It's people who
Yeah.
make you, and it's people who break you.
Okay. That's yeah. As you have seen, we have our very own Chinamne Vasudev Rao in our podcast. He is an accomplished Indian actor and model known for his prominent work in the television and film industry. He began his career in modeling in the early 2000s and also been a finalist in Grasim Mr. India. He has earned most of his fame from serials such as Yuva Apranji, Bajamani and Ramasita. He also did his films like Kadgam, and he also did series like Exposed. He thoroughly remains as a respected figure in the South Indian industry. First of all, it's a great honor to meet you. Finally, my grandparents are a huge fan of your serials. They used to admire your work a lot before. So, shall we start?
Thank you, and it's my pleasure to be here with you.
So, sir, you started your career as a model, right? And you were at your time one of the best models in India. You were a finalist in 2002 Miss India. So, how did it start? How did you get into modeling exactly?
See, modeling, I mean, I never thought that I would be a model.
Oh.
So, I didn't prepare myself to be a model. I was a fan of Milan Soman, John Abraham, and these were the top models when we started. So I was I finished my MBA, and I was supposed to go abroad for my MS and for my future studies. So then what happened is there was this Y2K problem, 2000.
Okay.
So many of the people, I mean, most of the people told they are not to come and not to come to US. The market is not good. So at that point of time, what happened is those days, like in Hyderabad, we used to have lots of modeling competitions, not shows. So a friend of mine told me there is a competition going on. Would you be interested? So he had a paper cutting.
Okay.
So I went there and just that was the first time I got into. I mean, I know about modeling, only the basics of modeling, so not much. So then after going there, we had a ramp walk. That was the first time. Okay. So we just did ramp walk and all. The first competition I lost because I was not up to the mark. I mean, not a perfect model at that point of time. So then, it gave me a kick, actually. So many of the people said, you look good, and why don't you try modeling and all that. So then, after I experienced my first show, then I got a kick, and then I started 2-3 competitions. I won all the competitions. Then instantly it started. I started getting ramp walks. Then I started getting ads and all that. So that is how it started. So you did mention that you did an MBA in finance, right? So during those times, in the year 2000s, I think having an MBA is a really great thing. So did you never have a family pressure that somebody who has studied so high a level that you were pursuing modeling, then you never had a family problem or something like that? See, modeling, acting, all these professions are very insecure professions. So usually, rarely, parents usually don't encourage you to get into these lines because they feel, after a certain point of time, what next? Okay. So everybody wants you to get into a job, go abroad, and right. I mean, take up something which is secure. So that will always be there. So compared to today's generation, I'm talking about my generation. So today's generation has got a lot of options. Okay. There are so many things. You don't have to go and, if you are a good model approach people for work.
Mm.
So you can do your own, there are so many platforms where you can do your own videos and, put it across.
Right.
So it may reach, to anyone in the world.
Mm.
So, if you're lucky, you may get, if suppose they are looking for somebody like you, so you may get an opportunity.
Okay.
So it's like that. In those days, it was not like that. There was a competition, not as huge as it is today. At the same time, there were opportunities also.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is like there was no social media, so there was nothing like a platform where you can promote yourself on your own.
Okay.
If suppose you want to get into modeling, you have to go and do your auditions. You want to get into acting, you have to go and give your auditions. So that is how it was those days.
Okay.
So there was a pressure, but it's okay. It depends on how you convince your parents, because they will have to live you. I mean, finally, it's your decision, it's your life. And if you are confident about what you are doing, and if you are confident that you will have a future, then you can take up.
That's really nice, sir. So you have done a lot of modeling shows, right? So, can you take me like a typical day before, like, for example, Grasim Miss India final. So before the ramp show, before the show you walked. So what is the preparation of a typical model? I heard that you don't eat at all. You live only on water for the past 2 days or something. Is it true?
That's wrong. Actually, who said you that?
Sir, I heard from my friends and all. So what how do you proceed for the show? How do you prepare yourself before the show?
See, it's like, modeling is a platform, Grasim India is a platform where the people from all over India represent. Okay, so you have people from all over the country, like all states. Like when I participated in 2002, so we had like they got about 13,000 applications.
13,000.
Yeah. So the people from all over India. Right. So out of 13,000 applications, they'll have to select between 26 to 30. That's
okay.
all. So AP, I represented AP. So it was only from AP. So you'll have more of people from Mumbai and Delhi.
Oh.
Because those cities are always happening. So that is the reason. Like we had about 8 people from Mumbai.
Oh, okay.
So that is how it is. Then what happens is like. So first stage you have to send your photographs. So you'll get all the photographs. Then we'll shortlist the people out of the photograph which you send.
Oh, okay. Just to be clear, so whom do you send the photograph exactly?
To the Grasim. There is an agency which does this competition. Like Femina Miss India has got their own agency. So that Grasim has got. It was popular those days, like for men's.
Okay, so it's not like you have some smaller competitions and then if you win those, you go to Grasim.
It is not like that.
Okay.
You just have to send your photographs to the agency. So what they do is like they'll have like 4 or 5 cities auditions. Like we had an audition in Hyderabad. Then there was an audition in Bangalore. Then in Mumbai, Delhi. It's like that.
Okay.
So they filter out of 13,000. They can't take all of them.
Right.
So they filter, they shortlist. And then what they do is like the shortlisted candidates are called for the interview or audition or whatever you call. So then we all go there, like they select about 100 people. So 100 people go there, and out of they make you walk, they see your IQ levels, like how good you are in communication, and they see your physique. And all these matters, like it's a package of everything, not just one thing, not just good looks. You need to have a package of everything. So then accordingly, they say they'll go and intimate. Then after going there, they will finalize. They'll call you or they send you a letter so that you are selected.
That's really tough job, sir. So, is it the same story now? Right now, in during these times, do you think the modeling industry has changed from what it was in your time, and how opportunities have been created during this new era of modeling?
I think it was good during our times, But
Okay.
I know about Delhi and all that. See that those places are always happening, Delhi, Mumbai, and all. But Hyderabad is not as good as it was before. That's
Okay.
not. It's not just me. All the people who are there, they say like because the thing is like a lot of people see modeling is something where a lot of good people should come and there has to be a lot of good shows happening. Not just shows, good shows. So there is a difference between quality.
Right.
So quality shows like I mean in Mumbai and if you in Delhi if you see there are a lot of shows which are related to which big designers and all that. But there are few shows which are happening in Hyderabad, and even if they are happening, a lot of models are coming from Mumbai. So very few people are getting chances here.
Okay.
So in our days it was like a lot of shows were happening. Even if suppose show the people, the choreographers, or even if they used to come from Mumbai, there used to be a mix of Hyderabad models and Mumbai models.
Okay.
Now really very few people are getting the chances. If you are doing if you are doing one good show, that is compared to 10 normal shows.
Oh.
So if you keep doing normal shows, I mean, it won't give you a kick in the long run. It's just doing it, okay, I'm a model.
Oh, okay.
But only when you are a part of big shows, you feel good. You get a kick out of it.
Okay.
It's like that.
So, sir, I also think that like right now in the market now modeling has like an age to it. So I believe once you're probably like the age of 23, 24, so you probably will be, as you've been modeling for a couple of years now, you probably would be asking more money from your designers or from the people who keep your show at it. So do you think that like after 24, 23, you should, probably the models won't get as many chances as they used to get when they were younger because new faces will be always replacing them?
See, how it works is like, so initially when you are when you are new to the market, so what happens is you want to, you want an opportunity.
Okay.
So you go and approach people, so you don't care about money.
Okay.
Because first you want to establish yourself, you need a platform. Okay. See, what you do is like, I mean, initially they pay you very less, and some people they don't pay you also.
Okay.
But you're okay with it because you want a platform. So you want to get yourself established. So what you do is like, okay, fine, you will do it.
Right.
You'll enjoy the process of doing it, even if it is for less money, even if you are to do it for free. Because that whole you want to be a model and you are getting into there and that whole ambience, you'll enjoy all the process. You'll be happy, walking the ramp, and you'll be happy featuring yourself in ads, hoardings, and all that. Because what happens is like when people, when you feel happy when people recognize you. But after a certain point of time, what happens is you'll start getting feeling, and you start feeling that okay, I have to make money also is important.
Right.
Now I'm established. So what next? I have to go to the next stage. So what do I have to do to get into the next level? I need to take good money, and I need to do quality shows, good ads and all that. Then what happens is you'll put your demand.
Right.
If suppose somebody asks you to do that for the same price, you won't be interested because there has to be some drive for you to continue doing it. So you won't feel like doing it. So what happens is like those people, what they do is like, if you're a celebrity, if you're a big celebrity like a cricket star or a film star, and the brand wants you, so they are ready to pay any amount, like even if it is in crores, they don't mind because they wanted to run that brand on the name of the celebrity.
Okay.
But it's not the same with the model. Model, it's like if suppose a model is endorsing a product, they just need a good-looking face.
Okay.
Whoever it is. So there the problem starts. So what happens is like they'll start hunting for new models, new faces.
Okay.
And they say you simply we need a new face because already you have been used for so many ads. So the client wants a new face. So that is how it starts like. So that is the reason if you see most of the models, they'll have a saturation point for some time. They're like about 3 years, 4 years. Then they get into movies.
Okay.
They get into acting.
Okay, So it's like completely reverse to acting then. As much as you keep getting known, as much as your work comes down. So that's really tricky about modeling.
No, there's nothing like that. It is not that, you can't say there are still so many, there's so many models who have been there from a long time and, who do good. Again, it depends on the relations you share with the people and the contacts you have.
Right.
That also works. Like, it's not that, everybody fades away after 2-3 years. I'm talking about few people.
Okay. So, sir, let's, have a fun side to this podcast. I have some rapid fire questions for you. So, I hope you answer it within 2 seconds of I ask you, right?
Oh, it's a tough challenge thing.
It's going to be simple questions, sir.
It's not going to be like coffee with.
No. Nothing about like that. So, first question: a character you would love to play, any movie.
Negative characters give me the kick.
Give me one specific character.
There are so many characters here. How do I tell you? Hrithik Roshan in War.
Oh, right, yeah, but studio, so amazing, sir. Okay, next question. If you had a superpower on set, what would it be?
I want to be all over, like the entire story has to be on.
Oh. Okay, so an actor or a model that you highly admire. One name.
An actor or?
And a model that you highly admire.
An actor.
Name. Any Bollywood star, Tollywood star, Hollywood?
Like Hrithik Roshan.
Right. Okay. One quality that makes someone last in this industry, in the television and model industry.
One quality.
Yeah.
There are so many. Honesty.
One.
One
Only one.
quality.
If you give it the top one that you think that.
Okay. So if he wants to be in the long run.
Yeah.
If he wants to stick. If he wants to be
stick
there.
for a while there. Yeah.
Okay. What would I say? Patience.
Okay. One myth about acting that you wish people would stop believing.
That there should be there has to be only hard work. No luck is involved.
Okay.
You have to be lucky.
Okay. So
I mean, I just wanted to elaborate on this. People say that you have to work hard to get there. Okay, so many people work hard, but it's like 90% hard work and 10% luck.
So you say like nepotism, something like that also plays a lot in this industry.
Nepotism. I mean, outside people think that, but see, finally you do, and you have to be accepted by the people.
Right.
So that is very important.
Right.
So you launch anybody and all that. So people should accept them. Only then they become stars. So I don't think it's there but the Stargates will have an advantage. They'll have a ready-made platform compared to others. The newcomers has to come and establish a platform and grow from there. But whereas the Stargates will have a ready-made platform where they are launched, and again it depends on how they take it forward, their luck and all. If they want to go ahead.
They also have a luck factor in
there. Yeah, everybody. So if you see, there are so many. I don't want to name. I don't want to get into any controversies. Right. There are so many people, who are stars, and not everybody made it to the top.
Right. Okay. There's so best advice you have received so far. Any quote or anything?
If you, regarding modeling.
Yeah, anything. Anything that keeps you
going. Be happy, and be confident about yourself. Believe in yourself.
Strong words actually. So sir, so let's move on from modeling to your 25 years of experience in television industry. So you started with your first serial called Yoga, and 2007. Not wrong.
2007, 2018 years, not 25.
18 years. But if you include the modeling as well, then almost
my first movie was Khaddam.
Right, in 2003, right?
Yeah, 2003. So that is like 22 years.
So still 22 years is a lot of experience there. I'm not even 22 years for that matter. So as the serial television industry, the serial industry. Now our generation can't really relate to that industry, right? I feel like it's an industry for most people who are aged and up because they watch a lot of serials and stuff that we don't watch. We just take to TV, the OTT platforms and stuff. So what do you have your thought about? Is the television industry actually dying?
See, I tell you one thing. To be very frank, uh, television is for most housewives, like.
Okay.
So it's mostly the housewives and retired people who watch. Younger generations also watch like shows which they relate to. But here the content is mainly made for housewives.
Okay.
Because see, they'll be working the whole day, so they have to take so many things.
Right.
So they need some kind of entertainment. So the only source of entertainment they have is like TV.
All
So
right.
if you go to rural areas, most of the people stick to their television. They watch. So that is the reason, when you do a business, you want to make money out of it.
Right.
So what they do is like all the people, so the content is mostly focused on, for women out there.
Right.
So if you see any television, rarely, suppose 10 serials come, out of that 9 are female oriented.
Okay.
Because the stories also they make it in such a way that they should feel, the women should feel that it's happening in our house. Only then they get related to it.
Right.
So that is how it is like. So when it comes to youth, there are so many options, and you can't rely on youth also because they get bugged easily, and it's not easy to make them sit for a longer hours,
Right.
and
Right.
they don't have so much of patience. There are so many things available in the market. They play, they go out, they work out, and all that. So why do they sit at home and watch TV?
Right. So, sir, I'm pretty sure you are pretty famous. You go into a mall, theater, people will come asking for you selfie and stuff. So, sir, does it? Do you like because if I was in your place, I would really love people admiring me and stuff. So, how is it for you? Do you like to go in public places?
See, I want to tell you one thing.
Yeah.
It's people who make you, and it's people who break you.
Okay, that's yeah. Right. Yeah.
So it's whatever you are, any film star or any whoever it is,
Right.
they are like they reach to a position only because of the acceptance by the people. So they always love it's like you do work and you get appreciation.
Right.
As a student, I'm telling you, if suppose you get good marks, you work hard, you study well, and you get good marks, you'll feel happy. That's the reward. So the appreciation from the people, people coming and meeting us and discussing about like the shows and all. It's the appreciation which we get from them. That's the reward which we get. So we enjoy it, not just me. Anybody will enjoy because you do it for them.
Right.
And when you like it, you feel happy or not.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
So moving on, so if imagine that I want to be an actor in future, right? So I always thought that if you want to get into acting, you need to have like strong contacts. That means indirectly you need to have significant money, or you have to have insane luck, as you said. So sir, if I assume that I don't have anything, right? So how should I take my first steps into the industry? How should I go into the industry?
See, first thing I want to tell you is like, if you want to get into acting, it's a profession.
Right.
Acting, so most of the people think acting is easy. It is like every other profession.
Right.
So you have to learn the basics before getting into it. You have to learn the basics of acting and how the industry works, how to develop the contacts, like whom to catch, how to start your career. So these are the things. There are certain things on which you have to do a lot of homework.
Okay.
Most of the people, they just do some reels and they feel that they can do it. It's not like that. What I tell you is like, see, knowing computer keyboard and knowing programming is different.
Right.
Everybody knows how to type on a keyboard. That doesn't make you a programmer. You have to learn the subject
Right.
So that is how it is. Just doing reels or just doing something. I mean, I'm not discouraging such kind of people. They should understand that this is a profession which you have to respect. And like every other profession, like when you want to get into a software, you learn programming and all that. Here also you need to learn the basics.
Okay.
And acting is something, I mean, just going to the institute and learning doesn't make you an actor. Acting is something which you will get with the practice. So you learn the basics, you get, as you keep on doing it, you will improve as an actor. It's an ocean. There is no destination.
Right.
Like big stars like Amitabh Bachchan and all, they say they still learn. So they are like the books of acting.
Okay.
We learn from them. People like us and so many people learn from them. And they say that we are still in the learning process. So just imagine how big the ocean is.
Right.
So what I tell you is, any inspiring actor who want to be an actor, what you do is like learn the basics of acting, get into it, and everything, do your homework and go prepared properly. But give yourself some time, fix your time, like 2 or 3 years. Because again I say, luck also is very important. If suppose you are waiting, you need to have a lot of patience. Not everybody is successful in the initial stages. Some people will get success after some point of time. Some people are lucky to get success in the initial stages. And again, even after getting success, to maintain that, it's very difficult.
Okay.
So all these you have to understand, and if you want, hang on there 2-3 years. If I think it's working out, just come out. There are so many professions, which you can choose. Instead of just hanging on there, and there'll be a lot of problems, if you keep on hanging there.
Okay. So, sir, like there's a big question everybody thinks. So, sir, does acting, modeling really pay you well from the start of the thing? Because I know that out of 1,000 people, there are only few people that get actually big. Maybe 10 or 15 people, 10 or 20 people who actually get big. And and when you are at the starting stage, I know that you are not paid really well, but that's not what other people think. They think once you get into acting, once you get into modeling, you are a really big check owner.
See, that is what I tell you. The thing is like, not everybody, as you said, not everybody, takes the main piece of the cake. Suppose there is a cake, not everybody will get a big piece. It depends on your popularity. It depends on the number of movies you have done, and it depends on your fame and all that.
Right.
So if suppose if I take you, if you're doing a movie, so initially they pay you less only, and they may not pay you also. But you want to break. You want the other directors or other people to notice what kind of acting, how much capacity you have, So then what you do is you start doing it. If suppose it's a hit, your character is hit, the movie is hit, then you'll be on you reach to a position where you'll be paid good. And you know how you grow. As you grow, they pay you.
Okay.
Again, it's a demand. If you are needed for particular roles and you do well and people have confidence in your acting abilities, and if they feel that if they take you for this kind of role, it works for them, then people are ready to pay you whatever you demand. Not as much as what hero demands. So that thing you have to be very clear about it.
Now, sir, are you doing any projects now or any passion projects? Because I do have a recommendation for you, sir. So Yuva, your first serial, it was like a crazy serial, because if you guys don't know about it, Yuva was a serial that was meant for our generation, but was released too early about it, because it's like a Indian version of a popular series called Friends. So I think that serial would be very, very relatable to us. And now, as it is a trend going on of releasing movies and releasing series, I think you might try to consider about releasing Yuva as well. So how was it? How do you think the idea is?
Not releasing. We wanted to make Yuva too. So we already,
Seriously?
2-3 years back there was a proposal.
Okay.
So that they wanted to make Yuva too, but that's still there in the process. But not sure. It may
We would love to
Yeah,
see it,
yeah.
sir, because it really
Yeah,
relates to
even
our
we would
daily.
love to, do it because all the actors who did in Yuva were very quite popular, and
Right.
people would love to see us back on the screen. But let's see, hoping for the best, and we all will be very happy, and we too want to come back and entertain you through Yuva too.
Lastly, finally, I want to ask you now what actually motivates you to keep you going. Carry on your career as long as it takes. What keeps you motivated till the end?
A career wise,
Yeah. I want you to give the career advice to the people who all want to pursue this field.
career wise, I'm doing good. First thing is like I want to tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Never compare yourself with other people. Some may be really doing very very good, and some may be doing normal, and some may not be doing good. So the comparison is the biggest thief of your job.
Right.
If you start comparing yourself, you are never happy.
Hmm.
So enjoy your work, and if you are very serious about it, do a research and upgrade yourself, and to keep going in your career. Because now there is so much of competition, you just can't relax. You always have to be on your toes, and it's always good to be honest in what you are doing, and you have to enjoy the process. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, then there is no fun, there is no motivation. The best way to get motivation is you keep enjoying whatever you're doing and be happy with the results.
Okay.
Sometimes it may not go in your favor, so there will be a lot of ups and downs. You should know how to balance.
Right.
So it's that. These are the things which you have to keep in mind and enjoy the process. That will keep you going. That will keep you when you wake up. See now, when I wake up, when I have to go to the shoot, prepare myself. Today is going to be a big day, hard day, so I have to do. So immediately after before going into the scene, I make sure that I read the script, because I should know what I am doing. Sometimes you get good scenes, sometimes you get bad scenes. It's okay. Even if you get bad scenes, you're like, it's okay.
Okay.
Then immediately you get a good scene. So that process you have to enjoy. If you keep, if you're like, bad scenes, I'm not very interested. Slowly what happens is all the energy what you have will go down.
Okay.
So you become demotivated.
Sir, first of all, thank you so much for coming. This is the end of it, by the way. So it was really amazing to talk to you. You look like a very humble and innocent person. I know you are. It was a really big pleasure to talk to you. I am going to attach his Instagram profile in the description below. Please do follow him. Signing off. Thank you.